You want passive income, but you quit the moment 30 days pass with no results. Do you really think money respects your impatience? It doesn't. Money flows toward people who can endure the silence you can't handle. And that's exactly why 95% of people who start from zero never reach passive income. Not because they're not smart, but because they can't tolerate the feeling of working for months while nobody cares, nobody pays, and nobody believes in them. Passive income isn't passive. It's a reward reserved for those who are willing to live through a season where the whole world thinks they refool it. Think back to the last time you were fired up to start a money-making project. You watched countless videos, filled an entire notebook with plans, imagined a bright future, and then, 3 weeks later, nothing happened. No sales, no momentum, no validation. You quietly gave up and told yourself, maybe this isn't for me. But the truth is harsh. It is for you. You just couldn't handle being ignored long enough. Meanwhile, the people who actually build passive income all went through months where they looked like failures simply because their results hadn't arrived yet. The real difference doesn't lie in the business model, the opportunity, or the amount of capital. It lies in how they respond to months without results. Average people interpret silence as failure. Smart people interpret silence as part of the process. And because of that, they last long enough to see results appear. They understand a truth most people refuse to accept. Passive income is simply income that arrives late. It doesn't come when you want it. It comes when you've proven you can withstand the waiting. There are 3 models that long-term thinkers often choose when they start from nothing but time and determination. The first is digital products, assets you create once and sell endlessly. An ebook, templates, a mini course. You don't need capital, you don't need connections, just the willingness to create. I have a friend who wrote a 70-page ebook in college. The first day, he sold 12 copies. He was disappointed, but he left it online. 3 years later, small but steady income still arrives every month. The money isn't the impressive part. The insight is, he learned that a tiny asset can quietly make money while he's busy living his life. And once he learned that, he created a second asset, then a third. Assets build assets. That's how the game works. The second model is systemizing your skills, turning what you were good at into something that earns money. 24/7 without your presence. A copywriter creates content templates. A designer creates presets. A coder builds simple tools or automate. These are still you, but cloned into products that don't require your time every day. A freelancer once told me, for the first time in my life, my skills made money while I slept. That was the moment she understood. The issue, isn't, what you re good at, it's whether you know how to package what you re good at. The third model is building an audience. The strongest and the most brutal, you make content for 6 months. Barely anyone watches. That's where 99% quit. But the remaining 1%, the ones who understand leverage, keep going. And eventually, one small video hits the community forums. A group of people begins to trust you. And suddenly, every product you create already has buyers waiting. A year ago, no one knew who you were. A year later, you own a kind of asset nobody can take from you, people's trust. Without an audience, you have no leverage. Without leverage, building sustainable passive income from zero becomes 10 times harder. It's an uncomfortable truth, but a truth that separates the few who succeed from the many who don't. When you observe people who truly build passive income, you'll notice a frightening pattern. They all worked in silence for a very long time. No praise, no recognition, no validation, no money. And still, they kept going. They weren't chasing immediate applause because they understood that applause arrives after the results, not before. There's a truth you must face. Passive income, isn't, for people who want an easy life. It's for people willing to do quiet, thankless work while everyone else complains. It's for people brave enough to start so small that nobody notices them. It's for people willing to trade 6 to 12 months of invisible effort for years of financial freedom. So if you're starting from zero, how do you enter this game without falling into illusions? It's simple. Choose one of the 3 models: digital products, skill systems, or audience. Then commit to 90 days without demanding results. You'll be shocked at how far you can go simply by refusing to quit during the most meaningless-looking days. Ask yourself, am I willing to start at a level where nobody cares? What skill can I package? Can I endure 6 months without external validation? And most importantly, which version of myself will look back 1 year from now and feel grateful that I started? Here's the harsh truth. You either suffer now or you suffer later. There is no shortcut, no VIP ticket to financial freedom. There is only one path. Accumulate first, enjoy later. Smart people understand this. Average people avoid it. That's why the gap grows wider every year. If you want a deeper understanding of passive income and the psychology behind building long-term wealth, I've left one of the clearest no-nonsense books on this topic in the description. Wealthy by 30. Unlocking the Secrets of Passive Income. It's a solid starting point if you're serious about changing your financial future. If you want more insights on human nature, mindset, and building a life from the inside out, follow as